Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deus Ex. This is just a bonus video I'm tacking onto the front of the regular episode because I'm a massive douchebag and I forgot to do something pretty important in this level, so I'm going to go ahead and do that before we get underway with the next mission because we're not going to be able to come back here. And it wouldn't be much of an LP if I just miss out on important shit. So let's go ahead and get whatever it is I forgot. I'm not even going to tell you. You're going to have to see it for yourself. So for this, we want to go back to the Castle Clinton, Maine. And you might remember, or you might not, if you haven't even watched the episode, that there was a keypad here. Well, in this crate, that's no problem, Billy. In this crate is a data cube with the code 666 in it, which we open with a lockpick. That's for this. Now, this just takes you into the same area, but you get 20 skill points for it. And then you want to go down these stairs, and remember this place? Well, there's a safe here that I forgot to open, and we actually have the nano key for it because we picked it off one of the NSF soldiers downstairs, and inside is an orb. Commander Grimaldi, we liberated 2 canisters of this stuff along with the ambrosia during the Liberty Island raid, but none of our people are quite sure what it is or what to do with it. Possibly a biological or chemical agent, but without the proper people and equipment there's no way to tell. Lebedev suggested we keep one of the canisters and a barrel of ambrosia here as a contingency. The rest was shipped out to the airfield an hour ago. Killian. Well, we don't know who Lebedev or Grimaldi or Killian are, but if Lebedev's giving orders, then maybe he's a higher up in the NSF. And also, I think we've heard that name before. Let me have a look at something. We go into images and have a look at the terrorist commander. Yeah, there it is, contacts. Frequent contact with Juan Ivanovich Lebedev. Well, I guess we'll find out more about him. So, I guess that's about it for this level. Yeah, we don't have a medical bot to put this augmentation canister through, but it looks like it can add CLoWnn and environmental resistance, so next time we find a medbot, we'll have a look at what they do. But anyway, that's it for now. See you later.
I spill my drink.
Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deus Ex. Last episode, we liberated some hostages from the train station, or the subway station I should say, underneath Battery Park, and we're about to head over to Paul's kitchen. We're about to head over to Hell's Kitchen to meet Paul. But before we do that, let's talk to these hostages that we saved from the evil terrorists who now litter the floors.
You alright?
I guess so.
Why were the NSF holding the station?
They were pulling out. Most of them got on the train and went up north.
Were they transporting any heavy supplies? Barrels?
Not that I saw, but I heard them talking about a warehouse. How they needed every precious second to move some kind of shipment.
Precious indeed. They just gave up a half a dozen lives for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it seems like these guys were left behind on a suicide mission. At least JC seems to think so. They probably weren't expecting. They probably weren't expecting him to just jump in and shoot everyone in the face.
You saved my life.
Sure did.
They were gonna blow the whole place up. Us, them, everything.
I think that's all.
Okay. Well, that confirms what I was just saying then. They were planning on blowing up all the NSF troops that were left down here. They were actually left here as martyrs. Well, luckily we didn't let them do that, but they all ended up dying regardless. So let's head over in the train right now. New York City. What a great place. So clean and pollution free.
This city's lit up, man. Yeah.
Yeah, rock on, buddy.
Yeah?
How's it look on the street?
How's what look?
The fighting, is it heavy?
The cops told me to take cover in the bar or come down here. They've got the NSF surrounded in the CLoWnn hotel.
Hostages?
I don't know, is that it?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh. Can I take your alcohol? I'm sure you won't mind. That ass. Anyway.
They're shooting. Why do they keep shooting?
So it sounds like the NSF and UNATCO are having a bit of a duke out on the streets of Hell's Kitchen. Maybe we'll lend a hand, maybe we'll just let them do the fighting themselves like last time. We can't carry any more beer. Well, that's no good. Well, the easiest way to put an end to that is to drink one and pick up a new one for our collection. Looks like we have a public access terminal and an ATM. Well, let's rob some poor bastard while we're here. So this is my first video for the Virgins Play Games channel. Maybe I'll link you to their channel. It's pretty cool. It's a collection of people all uploading videos to the one place. So if you want to check out some quality LPs, I'll link you to them. So, water advisory. Residents of Manhattan and Brooklyn should be aware that last week's chlorine spill in the Hudson River now appears to have washed ashore and is interfering with the operation of at least one water processing plant. While the impact upon the city's utilities is currently unclear, water rationing rules may need to be instituted within the next week. Under no circumstances should any resident drink, bathe, or swim in contaminated water. If you or someone you know comes in contact with contaminated water, then go to the nearest available hospital or clinic. Well, I wonder how correct that chlorine spill really is. I'm thinking maybe it's something else. Brooklyn Naval Yards complete sub-pen. Interesting. Battery Park closed because of UNATCO. Situation is strictly minor, but any time the potential exists for civilian casualties, we must proceed with caution, says Manderley. Well, we just completely annihilated a bunch of terrorists in the park. I wouldn't really say that this situation is minor. Manderley, spin doctor extraordinaire. And be suspicious of terrorists. Look for the following characteristics of terrorists. A stranger or foreigner. Argumentative, especially about politics or philosophy. Probing questions about your work, particularly high-tech. Spends a greater than average amount of time on the net. Interests in chemistry, electronics or computers. Large numbers of mail-order deliveries, taking photographs of major landmarks. Well, sounds like that list could apply to pretty much everyone in existence. I mean, it's not really accurate for pinpointing terrorists. Alright, hello Paul.
What's the situation here? You're taking over. I've got to get my team ready to raid the warehouse. What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable its power source. Probably an industrial-sized generator in a large building. I'll question some of the locals. I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the Free Clinic and at the Underworld Tavern, down on the corner. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street? There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. We could use your help if you get the chance. Maybe I'll do that. If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the CLoWnn Hotel. Check the secret closet. Remember? The keypad's behind the painting. Just like the movies. Second floor, right? Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't need another Anna Navarra shooting spree. Whatever you say. And JC, we'll be waiting for you to take down that EMP field.
Well, they can wait indefinitely, because we're going to bum around the streets for a bit first, aren't we?
Use reasonable force like you did on Liberty Island.
Well, Paul will just stand there looking at the train. He won't actually get on it at any point. Alright, so we got some notes. Primary goals: find the NSF's secret generator. Paul's team will raid the warehouse when the generator is destroyed and the EMP field goes down. Secondary goals: talk to the locals in the bar or the clinic for clues as to the location of the generator. And we can also check out Paul's place if we wanted to. And of course we want to. I mean, we're not just LPing for the fuck of it, are we? We're gonna want to see everything.
We're getting reports of a hostage situation in the Ton Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of them is still inside.
Investigate the hostage situation in the Ton Hotel at the southeast corner of the block. Rescue the Rentons if they're still inside. It always struck me as odd that the Rentons and the Dentons were in the same sort of game. It just seems like really, really uncreative kind of names. This dead guy has a chocolate bar on him. What's interesting is these two terrorists and the police officer are dead. I mean, I don't suppose UNATCO had anything to do with the death of a police officer. I mean, UNATCO are pretty straight up, you know?
Yes. Password? Open up. I'm a federal agent.
Oh, JC, that's not the way to go about it. God damn it. Subtlety is not his strong suit, clearly. Whoa, alright, yep. There's definitely fighting going on outside the Ton Hotel. Fighting so intense, I'm having a frame hit. Uh-oh. There goes one. And they're sending in reinforcements. So, we could just sit back and watch them. Oh, whoa, someone's got a lamb. At least that's what it sounded like. Well, we've got our first spider gun. And all the terrorists are dead, so it is safe. We can't carry more than one of the same weapon in our inventory at a time.
Hey, it's Den.
You want these?
What? Give him the grenades.
Look, I know he's your brother, but...
Your brother gave us these things. Look at this. Irritation to all exposed mucous membranes. What's that gonna do?
Just tell Paul to give us bullets next time.
Here's one. Prolonged exposure can damage the bronchial pathways. Prolonged exposure? It's like giving them cigarettes or something.
Look, do you want these things?
Well, he's not charging us for them. So, nah, I'll have
Sure,
them.
hand him over. Here you go, with my compliments. Good luck.
So we get a couple of gas grenades. No big deal, but it's better than what we could have gotten.
Is someone there?
Namely, nothing. Whoa, holy shit.
I'm hit!
Okay. I must admit that, that scared me a little. We got a nano key for somewhere. So, in order to check your nano keyring for active keys, all you have to do is click over here. See, we have 8 keys. And the last one we got will be the one on top. So, Osgood & Sons backdoor key is what we picked up from that guy. There's a keypad here for 2 tools. There also seems to be a door there. We can move these boxes with our microfibril muscle. I wonder where that goes. Well, maybe we'll find out in a bit. But for now... Oh, in order to get up here, we're going to need that. And a flamethrower, but we don't need that. We're not going to be using heavy weapons in this run. I mean, I could show it off to you just to show you what it's like, but we just don't have enough room. Like, these chocolate bars are really important. We just can't pick up the flamethrower. Is that all? Have we searched all these bodies? No? Okay, well, we can go about putting the spider gun in a slot. How about we put it in the charger prod slot there. So, this is your standard assault rifle. It's the highest rate of fire weapon in the game. We can have a look at what this is. It has two types of ammo. It has 7.62 by 51mm and 20mm HE. Base damage is 3, clip size is 30, rate of fire is 10 rounds a second, reload time 3 seconds, recoil 0.5, accuracy 65%. And it has decent range, and it is a rifle weapon. So, the 7.62mm assault rifle is designed for close quarters combat, utilizing a shortened barrel and a bullpup design for increased maneuverability, and an additional underhand 20mm HE launcher increases the rifle's effectiveness against a variety of targets. Namely armoured targets, so bots and the like. It's essentially a grenade launcher, the HE ammo. The 7.62 51mm NATO round was chiefly used by anti-terrorist units equipped with an assault rifle for close quarters combat until its widespread adoption among national security forces, requiring enhanced combat responsiveness made it ubiquitous. So, it is the standard military automatic weapon. There's a data cube hidden back here. Commander Fraser, UNATCO has regrouped more quickly than expected and it's beginning a coordinated assault on our position along with local police. They will certainly overrun our defences eventually, but they must be delayed until the next phase of the mission can be completed. Your men will be responsible for guarding the tunnels leading to the generation station. Dig in and arm all available automatic defences. I don't need to tell you what's at stake. Good luck, JL. There's a window here. I wonder where this leads. It's a bioelectric cell on the pipe up there. Not sure who put that there. And this leads back up to this room. So, as I said, we'll be going back there shortly. Let's check out this part here. Well, it looks like there's some dead bodies. God damn it, sorry, I'm just trying to send this message on my phone, and it won't send. There we go. Sorry about that. Alright, so in the park here we have... dead guy with shit we don't need. We're constantly picking this shit up. What you long for in this game is to have a full inventory so that you stop picking up menial shit. You want to check every corner of the city. Or the street, I should say. It's not like we're going to be going through the whole city of New York.
All clear.
As far as you know. Someone's bleeding pretty bad. Yeah, it's you. Do you want to, like, get patched up? I've got a bunch of medkits. It's not looking too good for you there, buddy.
We have the situation under control, Agent.
I don't think you do. You seem to be bleeding quite a lot. Oh well. Osgood and Son's front door key. What we picked up, so we now have the front and the back door key.
We sent some of the civilians into the clinic.
Yeah, well, the clinic's probably going to be our next stop. There is an NSF terrorist right there. I wonder what's back here.
Do something, man. They're gonna kill him.
Alright, we better do something then. Maybe we'll throw a basketball at him. That didn't work. Man, I'm all out of ideas. Hey, pass me my ball, could you? Dude. It's just there. It's right behind you.
Nothing.
Oh, motherfucker.
Checked his pockets. You don't live underground and not have one of Charlie's cards. Make him take off his shoes.
I just sleep down there. They don't give you money unless you're on the council.
Take off your shoes. Charlie has no reason to be stingy if he has a currency encoder.
They just hacked a few accounts. They have some extra cash, that's it.
I'm not asking again.
It's just a bunch of us. We go down there to get out of the cold.
All right, we'll do it the hard way.
We really can't let the evidence of this get out, so we're gonna have to hunt this guy down. Nice. Okay, so unfortunately that bum was killed. I mean, I tried my best. It's not like I could have done any better than that. Yeah. Oh well. Basketball, anyone? If you get the basketball in the hoop, you get a secret message. But if you're completely hopeless at it like I am, then you won't get it. It's hard without that square, you know? I don't know basketball, so I don't know what that's called, I'm sorry.
Back off, man.
Back off, man. Alrighty. Let's see you get out of there. Court upholds NY grid law, New World Press, Washington, D.C. In a landmark 6-3 decision yesterday, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the controversial grid zoning laws that have been the subject of a number of suits since being instituted 6 years ago. Originally passed by the New York legislature in 2046 in response to the Upper West Side bombing that killed 45 people and wounded over 100, the grid zoning laws effectively allowed the police to wall off regions of Manhattan and its surrounding boroughs. Foot traffic between those zones is prohibited, and travelling between zones is restricted to authorised subways or highways subject to police surveillance. A travesty, said Gil Treble, representing the ACLU as plaintiffs in the case. This law is nothing more than the legalisation of social oppression on a grand scale. Supreme Court Justice Machen wrote in his favourable decision that the unfortunate nature of American liberty is that freedom creates opportunity for terror. It is with heavy heart that I must concede in this case that the freedom of individual Americans must be balanced against the needs of the community to feel safe and secure. Running myself out of breath. And there's a door here. Only 25% damage. I guess we'd be able to blow this up with a lamb. We only have one. Maybe we can find a TNT crate that we can use to blow that up. Just a thought. I mean, there may not even be any TNT crates. No doubt I'll forget that's there, and then you'll never see it, and I'll have to do a stupid bonus video where I show you where things are that I missed. But before we get to interrogating... Paul is pretty great. Alright, there's someone back here that I want to check out. Well, so to speak.
What I'm telling you, girl.
You said I didn't have to. Make Janie do it.
I already took the money. And when it's Jojo and it's something he wants, you gotta do it. You and me both, baby. We helpless.
We were just gonna hang out today.
I told you how it don't play with me, this amateur unprofessional bullshit.
Johnny.
If it's business, it's business. If it's us two hanging out, then we hang out. Right now, it's business.
I want out, Johnny. I didn't know it would get like this.
Put it this way. You in it. You want out is like a game. You get beat out.
Okay, so this Johnny guy is going to get a serious beat down himself in a minute.
I'm sick, Johnny. I really am. I gotta lie down.
Son of a bitch.
Thanks.
Sucks to get backed into a corner.
I was trying to find the back way into smugglers.
Smuggler?
Hey, you shouldn't have took down Johnny. Soon as Jojo finds out.
Who's this Jojo?
You can't touch Jojo. He doesn't go out, and there's only 2 ways to the warehouse.
Warehouse?
You think you can sneak into Osgood's at the park, but in the first place, it's locked.
Looks like the fighting in the park has died down.
And if you go underground, he's got laser tripwires, drone guns, military-type stuff, plus there are guards on the roof.
Tell you what, I'll handle Jojo. You stay out of the way until the NSF have pulled back.
I can take care of myself.
Okay, well that was Sandra Renton. And we better put this guy down. We don't want Jojo finding out that his main man's just been capped. Even if he is unconscious. So, what was that goal that we completed? Rescue the Rentons, I suppose. You're bleeding pretty heavily. You might want to go to the clinic for that.
You mentioned a smuggler.
Tough guy like you. Figured you'd be a big customer.
What's he sell? Weapons? Drugs?
High-priced weapons, yeah. You should talk to him. His place is over near the subway. You have to give him the password Bloodshot or he won't let you in.
Okay, well... Bloodshot, hey? We found a place that had a password that we needed to get in. Maybe that's what she's talking about.
One of the guys in green. Unatko's running the show today.
Yeah, I am Unatko.
We've been asked to direct pedestrians to the Underworld Bar. You'll be safe there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't those Boston accents? What would they be doing in New York? Still don't have the nano key for the sewer. And there's some ammo crates over here. And that's the place we want to head to next.
Effective crowd control? What's that supposed to mean? Sorry, he's a little worked up.
So this guy complaining about the gas grenades is clearly satire on the state of military control of the city.
He's dead. My God, he's dead.
Oh yeah, your friend. I'm sorry about that. It wasn't my fault, really.
Yes. Password? Bloodshot.
Alright. That was way better approach than open up on a federal agent. For some reason, there's several buttons for the elevator in this room. There's 1, 2, and I think that's a third one on the wall over there. I have no idea why they need so many buttons for the one elevator.
Our files show that the smuggler is whacked out paranoid. Watch for booby traps. And the latest news? Your brother's team hit some resistance, so they're gonna be delayed while we bring in chopper support.
Well, that's okay, Alex. I can handle the whacked out paranoid smuggler, alright? I've got it under control. Gonna need some light though. Anything in here? Oh, there's a light switch on the wall. There you go. So one tool to bypass this electronic panel seems like a good deal to me. We already have 9 multi-tools. Bypassed it is. If you walk through those lasers, this door will open with a mech in it, and it will completely pummel your ass into oblivion. And that is Ballistic Armor. Ballistic Armor is manufactured from electrically sensitive polymer sheets that intrinsically react to the violent impact of a bullet or an explosion by stiffening in response and absorbing the majority of the damage. These polymer sheets must be charged before use. After the charge is dissipated, they lose their reflexive properties and should be discarded. So that's a one-time use armor suit, which is useful if you're planning on running into fire. But other than that, there's no real need to use it. Alright, looks like we found the place.
What do you want?
Why the booby traps? Afraid of something?
Just precautions.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of crackdown all year. People I know, they've been disappearing.
Is that so?
Think it's a big joke? Lift up a grate in the street. They got my friend Ford Schick in a secret lab next to the sewers.
A lab? In the sewers? Maybe he was taken hostage by the NSF.
These guys are pros. Definitely government funded.
Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look. But I think you should have a little more regard for the United States government.
If you're serious about going down there and finding Ford, I'll give you a deal on some hardware. Also, you'll need this. It's the key that can open the sewer manholes.
Tell me about the hardware.
I have a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 2,200 credits. A bioelectric cell for 800, and some light amplification goggles for 3,500.
That's some shitty merchandise, man. I don't want any of your shit.
Too expensive. Maybe I'll try to locate your friend.
Damn right, JC doesn't put up with rip-offs. Let's have a look what we have. Rescue smuggler's friend Ford Schick from a secret laboratory in the sewers. The sewers are accessed by the grates in the street. Alright. Well, maybe I'll go do that, buddy. Maybe I will. He has a personal computer in here. What's upstairs? Well, we can rob him. That's always fun. We already have enough charger ammo. You serious, bro? Looks like he's got some reading materials as well. And a keypad. We could jump out of the roof and surprise his ass with a bat to the head, but as fun as that would be, probably wouldn't be very good for the mission. Basic firearm safety rules. 1. Never point a firearm at anyone or anything you do not intend to shoot. 2. Before handling any firearm, understand its operation. 3. Always have your firearm pointed in a safe direction. 4. Keep your firearm unloaded when not in use. 5. Treat every firearm as if it were loaded. 6. Never pass your firearm to another person until a cylinder or action is open and you visually check that it is unloaded. 7. Place your finger inside the trigger guard only when you are ready to fire. The Modern Terrorist's Handbook. Wait. Why would Smuggler have this? Dodgy. Section 7C, Computer Virus Cultivation. One tool or weapon not to be neglected in the arsenal of the modern terrorist is the use of computer viruses to cause disruption to major city services and infrastructure, or other targets of opportunity. Current heuristical viral stalkers or infective against modern polymorphic hothouse engines available from many sites on the user undernet, and can be easily linked to the IP tunnelers for a cheap, effective denial of service attack. Denial with ILE. Or, with some programming skills and icebreakers, a mutagenic crash and grab bird can be grown for the retrieval of specific info from the unfortunate victims. The following pages will discuss some of the more typical viruses, such as the Bandersnatch V128, Ulysses Dilemma, and 109. Well, whoever wrote that book is completely illiterate. The Reluctant Dictators by Travis Crockett. Introduction. Organized at the end of the American Revolution on May 13, 1783 by General George Washington, the Order of the Cincinnati was ostensibly formed as a fraternity to recognize the accomplishments of those officers who had served with distinguishment during the Revolution. However, the true purpose of the order was the cultivation of a military force, willing, ready, and able to accomplish a coup d'etat for the fledgling American democracy began to stumble. I'm sure I fucked something up there, but don't worry. Skeptical of the viability of the united democratic system, Washington took counsel in the story of the Roman general Cincinnatus, who was called from retirement to serve as dictator for 16 days in the defense of Rome, after which he returned home to his farm. In the wake of the revolution, the United States was vulnerable to any number of outside sources, and Washington felt that a strong central authority had to be present that could assume the control of the government if necessary, and temporarily suspend the Constitution if required. Washington resigned as president after only 2 terms in office, but remained president of the Order of the Cincinnati till his death. The order still exists to this day, a shadow organization of the wealthy and powerful that has been linked to any number of the organizations ranging from the Illuminati to the Trilateral Commission. Interesting. The Order of Cincinnatus, huh? Well, sounds a bit like secret police. Maybe the terrorist leader in the statue was onto something. But for now, we're not going to rescue Schick. In fact, what we're going to do, this episode's getting mighty long. So I'm probably going to have to break this into even 3 parts. So, next time, what we'll do is we'll go to the free clinic, then we'll go to the bar, then we might rescue Ford Schick, then we'll clear the terrorists out of the Ton Hotel, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll get to doing the primary mission of finding the illicit generator in Osgood & Sons. So, for now, let's just put a save down here. And
we took him out.
I'll see you guys, at least figuratively, another time. See you later.